Welcome everyone to El Salvador. For those new to the channel, my name is Mario, just a son taking mom for much needed travel. However, this is her country, and it's been a long time since I can remember. So far, she's teaching me a thing or two. She loves El Salvador and visits often. Due to the terrain and overall geography, roundabouts are a fact of life. For today we go to the Historic Center in San Salvador, which is the capital. On our way there we pass some exclusive neighborhoods, fancy hotels, lavish homes, and a reminder of home, the U.S. Embassy. The road to the Historic Center is very popular, so try to avoid rush hour times. On our way there we caught some refreshments, and there's Mom and Aunt. My cousin is taking us to the Centro Histórico, and we'll meet up with my uncle. Vienen rápido, ¿no? También. Con la policía. Finally, we arrived. We parked at the Morazan parking structure. From here at the higher levels, we definitely got some nice views. At the Historic Center, you will find the National Theater, the National Palace, a cathedral, and the newly built library, among many other. Many sites are very historic and national treasures. Sí, está tranquilo, la verdad. Ajá. ¿Y tío? Está bonito. Oh, and there's Uncle. Sí, bien. ¿Cómo estás? Sí, disculpa un ratito. Está bien. Ahí está, una agüita. Sí. Ajá. Here we see a monument dedicated to Francisco Morazan. He was a visionary and free thinker from the 18th century. He was famous for wanting to unify Central America into a single nation. El Salvador is full with nature all around. All those birds, that's real, no special effects. Next we see the National Theater. This one you'll definitely want to make reservations, as entry can get very full and you might miss out. Eso, de película. Now we arrived at the Metropolitan Cathedral. Once inside, you will find a memorial for San Oscar Arnulfo Romero. He was an archbishop recognized for his efforts in helping the poor and wanting peace during difficult times in the country's history. His acts of selflessness and serving others gained him a big following and will always be remembered. The cathedral is very big and has a lot to offer. We just had to stop by. Tours are also available. And there's Mom again. She always makes a lot of friends.
Wow. Increíble, detalle. Está bien. Sí, gracias. Sí, está bien. Wow.
Once back out, from afar we see the National Library and Palace, which is where we are headed over to. In the center we have the Gerardo Barrios Square. It is known as the very center of the historic city. From here we are surrounded by the church, National Palace, and library. The palace was built in 1905 and was a replacement to the one built in the 1800s that sadly burned in a fire. This palace was built using imported materials from Germany, Italy, and Belgium. Definitely made to last. The palace was used for official business up until 1974, where after that, it is mostly preserved. However, at times, it is used for important functions, and more recently, President Bukele's inauguration.
Bonito, ¿no?
The palace features 4 rooms, each of them a different color: red, yellow, pink, and blue, each serving a different function. My favorite was definitely the center courtyard and hallways, very prestigious with incredible details and art. There are daily tours one can take that go into detail room by room, as well as other tours for several other areas. A lot to see, really. Today we were very lucky, as one of the several tours during the day was about to begin. First we see the Red Room, a social space. Amazing construction and great use of marble, fine wood, among others. Here we see the very same balcony used by President Bukele during his inauguration earlier this year. We come back to the hallways and head over to the Yellow Room. This was the President's office. Next, we see the Blue Room, the meeting place for the legislation, or better known as the Congress. Many of the molds for fixtures were brought over from Venice. Unfortunately, due to earthquakes, some of these ornaments had to be reconstructed and replicated. These amazing trees were meant to represent the nations in Central America after they left the Federation and all connection with Spain. They represented Costa Rica, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. These trees were brought over from Chile. Finally, we see the Pink Room, and this was the Supreme Court and Ministry of Defense. We thanked our guide for lots of information and his time. There's no charge for this one. However, we've built up quite an appetite. So we go outside and perfect. Sounds like dinner is ready. A lot of walking, and there's so much to see. Next, we stop at the National Library, which happens to have a cafe. We grab our seats, put it in order, and go exploring a little. The library was finished in 2023 and was a cooperative with China. It is very modern and stylish, has multiple floors, some of which are very popular with kids. The top floor features amazing views of the city and volcano in the background. El Salvador has great weather in the spring, and this day was no exception. Nice cool breeze, lots of oxygen. The cafe has an amazing waiting room with plenty of views and cool AC. And if you feel like exploring a little more, there's an outside patio also with killer views. And there's that volcano again.
¿Van al baño? Ok.
Now we go back inside to the chilly AC. We see lots of art and, okay, where's that food?
Oh, sí, sí.
I'm starving.
Esperas, ¿no?
I had an amazing burger, then there was pizza, and vegan options were also available. Good power up. We definitely needed it after a lot of walking.
No sé, ofre.
Next we visit many floors. One of them caught my eye. For those that know me, one of my many hobbies is definitely Japanese anime, and this floor was packed. I see now why kids love coming here. This floor has figures, video games, and some reading too. Movie fans will also be happy. Who doesn't love Star Wars? I was very surprised with the collection of manga they have. Manga is how it all started. A Japanese type of comic strip, just bigger. Stories told in various episodes in a book format. World famous like Pokemon and some childhood favorites I was very happy to see again.
Acá está el Ranma. Ranma y el Inuyasha. Ahora sí, de regreso. Mostrando el arte, ahí está.
After great success, many manga are adopted into anime, which would be the animated versions of the manga. Latin America goes crazy for anime. One country did a Dragon Ball finale and filled a whole stadium. Now those are fans. Latin America has a fever, and it loves its cartoons, idols, and heroes with a fury. Speaking of heroes, many floors were filled with superheroes. But wait, I found one right here.
Está rico. Sí.
Nighttime is great. All the main buildings light up and gives off a festive atmosphere. This time, I think we all made friends. LOL. That's it for this episode. Hope you liked the Historic Center. Again, this was a crash course really. There's so much to see in the surrounding areas. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode.